French President Emmanuel Macron has been compared to Napoleon Bonaparte for threatening to withhold his support for any post-Brexit trade deal between the UK and the EU unless it is translated into French, even it risks causing a no-deal exit. The demands of the globalist leader come after trade talks hit yet another snag this week when a member of Michel Barnier's team tested positive for coronavirus, forcing the EU's chief negotiator into isolation. In a meeting of senior diplomats in Brussels on Friday morning, Mr. Macron's ambassador made France's stance clear to the European Commission. The ambassador stressed that Mr. Macron wanted to see any trade agreement struck between the UK and the EU translated into French before MEPs scrutinized it. A diplomatic note seen by The Telegraph read, "A French version of the deal is key for Paris to approve the deal." Social media users were quick to react, with some comparing Mr. Macron to former French statesman and military leader Napoleon, who dominated European and global affairs for more than a decade during the 19th century. One person tweeted, "The Napoleon complex is strong in this one." A second wrote, "He is spoiled and thinks of himself being a savior of EU, next he will be demanding road signs in UK should be French." And a third said, "Remainers will froth. Time is running out for London and Brussels to reach a trade deal with less than 6 weeks to go until the Brexit transition period expires." Earlier this week, Ireland's Foreign Minister Simon Coveney warned of an absolutely unanimous view among European governments that they would not support a deal if Boris Johnson pushed ahead with the Internal Market Bill. The Prime Minister's proposed legislation suffered a setback on Wednesday when the House of Lords voted overwhelmingly against a section which would allow ministers to break international law. Mr. Coveney said, "Even if we do get a new trade deal negotiated between both sides, if the British government is determined to continue with their internal market bill, to reintroduce parts of that bill that were removed by the House of Lords this week, then I think this is a deal that won't be ratified by the EU. There is no way the EU will agree to ratify a new agreement if the British government is breaking the existing agreement that is not even 12 months old and breaking international law by doing that." Negotiating teams led by Mr. Barnier and Lord Frost have so far failed to find a solution to the most contentious issues in talks.